Hello, everybody, and welcome to GeoGuessr with the Strangelands crew. We have Els right there.
Hello.
Talkus.
Rejoice!
And I am Fixer, and we have another challenge for you. Last week's challenge, the champion. All right. Let's start with fourth place here, Mr. Bearded Bread, who's our common champion, the guy who usually wins, had 22,771. Jumper Jack actually beat him this time with 23,376. And he was quite proud of that, as he said on the subreddit. However, unfortunately for him, he got beat by Polska with 24,858, who's been one of the recent guys who jumped in who does really well.
Polska!
And back from the dead, Nighty has returned with 24,934.
I think he escaped from Bearded Bread's basement. The basement of Bearded Bread.
But his Neil may never kneel.
And he beat him by 2,600 points or so.
Dang.
So Nighty has been our weekly champion. He reclaimed his throne in his first week back, and now everybody's going to have to fight to defeat him from now on. Anyways, this is a new week. Time to crown a new weekly champion. Let's see if you guys can dethrone Nighty. Good luck with that. Seed will be in the description as usual. If you guys do play along, please share your scores or comments or whatever in the comments below, or perhaps even in the GeoGuessr subreddit. Is everybody ready?
I am ready.
Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we are. We have a sunny day. Sun is to the south. Where are we? This feels like America, but is it? This doesn't feel like America. Rokaza. That does not look English. I don't know, man. There's a stop sign on the right. Cars, alright, and there's kilometers. So this is not US. San Martin, La Vega, Titulcia, I don't know. Madrid, I do know Madrid. That one is easy. And Madrid is where at again? E901. So here's E901. Let's get a drop here. And where is the 404? I don't see 404. There's the 90. There's the 5. So is this perhaps... We've got mountains to the north here. So I don't know. So 901 is to the south. So my guess is we're probably right around here. San Martin, Madrid, Valencia. I don't see an A4. There's an A6, A50, A2, A3. Oh, well. Whoa! I'm not sure what somebody did here. If you go down the road a little bit, or far enough, you do run into a roundabout where the sign says Madrid, and that is very strange that the drop is right there. Huh. Because it said we were going north, and the roundabout was pointing the back way, which means Madrid should be to the south. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. I guessed on the north side of Madrid, 4862. How'd you do, Al? Al, push to talk.
It's not push to talk. It's I forgot to press tab. But anyway, I didn't see any signs that said Spain or anything like that at all. So yeah, it didn't do jack squat for me. I'm the one who guessed the weird guess off in the middle of South Africa. I didn't get anything, so I got 23 points. That was pants. Nice. And I don't like this advertisement on the right side that says GoPro now.
Yep. That's a new thing.
That's irritating.
Talkus.
I'm just like leaving the ads there, and it's like I know that y'all are just gonna like hate me for. It's just It's an interesting cultural. Yeah. But I don't know how to read road signs. I don't know how to read that road sign. I just got 4303 points because I guessed along a road. I don't know.
All right, next round. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Three, two, one, go. All right. I'm not sure how I messed that one up, but I did. North Coast Fabrications. Okay. So, 707. I don't know what the area code is, but I'm gonna go with up by Massachusetts, New Hampshire. Hey, look at a green sign. Arcata City, Eureka, Crescent City, 101 North and South. I don't recognize any of those cities, unfortunately. But look at that. There's a 101. We are traveling west on the 101. So west is Arcata and Eureka. There's Exeter. I don't see Crescent City either. There's the 101. Alright, so it stops right there. It feels like... Oh man, my voice. Feels like... I almost feel like I'm on the wrong 101. There's a 101 up here, too. I'm going to leave that guess there. There's the 109. Eureka, Crescent City. I feel like I'm on the wrong 101. But I don't know. Let's take a quick look over here while we got 30 seconds to go. There's 101 right there as well. Oh, man, so are we on the West Coast or the East Coast? I think we're on the West Coast. Oh, this is awful. I'm going to stick with it. I think... Oh, boy. I don't know. 101. Although, you know what? I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm doing it. New Hampshire. Because this is going east-west. That one was going north-south. Let's see. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, there are a lot of 101s on the north side of town here. So, yeah, we're on the 101, and I saw Crescent City and a few others, and the road's going east-west. Well, there is a 101 over in New Hampshire that goes east-west. So I checked the West Coast, and there's a 101 in Washington, but it's going north-south. So I'm like, all right, I'll stick with New Hampshire then, and that's where I guessed. And apparently we've got a 101 over here in California. And this one is going... Oh, we're not actually on the 101.
It's because those are state roads. They're not... I don't think that's an interstate 101, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Huh.
So I got a measly 275 points. How'd you do, Al?
I got 3,006. That at least gets me a little closer to being back in the game. I guessed in the Northwest because the vegetation mostly. I wasn't paying too close attention to the road numbers because I knew I probably wouldn't be able to find it unless I found like a state area, in which case I could just hop back and look at them. And so I guess kind of between Washington, Idaho, and Oregon, in that little area right there, got pretty close. So I'm pretty happy with that one.
And if you go north, that 101, that same road goes all the way up into Washington.
Yep.
So that's the same road I was looking at. I just wasn't looking in California. How'd you do, Talkus?
So I just like looked at the sign for the North Coast, and I was like, where in America has coast to the north? And I was like, well, Michigan has a lot of coast to its north. Let's guess in Michigan, and I got 571 points.
I have a chance to catch up.
Yeah, we both failed on that one. All right, round 3. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Well, that sucked. All right, poor camera quality. We're in farmland. We're going to do a quick drop over. Let's go outside Kansas City. We're probably not going to get a whole lot of information here. If we need a new road, because this isn't going to give us a whole lot. And if we do see a sign, we're not going to be able to read it. So we need a new road completely. That's weird. Otherwise, I don't think you're gonna go wrong guessing Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, or Kansas. Nice tree. This is a pretty flat area. I don't see any hills or mountains in the distance. So this is Tornado Alley here. It's just so hard to figure out which state you're in when you don't have any other information besides flat farmland. And I'm not moving very quickly here. Come on. What's this? More farmland. I almost... Oh, there was a car. Can I get any information from this car? No? Hello? He's got a plate on the front. There was a sign there. I won't be able to read it. Yeah, that might be a state right there. It's hard to say. I'd say it's more likely Iowa. It looks like it may be a rectangle. I was wrong. And of course I clicked on the thing again. Hold on. I hate that.
Was
Safe
that
driving motive checks only from all states.
I find it hard to believe that was in Texas. That was so flat.
Right. That was flat, but this southeastern Texas is pretty flat because it's, right off the coast.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I've actually been down this road. Well, you know what? I haven't been down
Hacks,
the side
cheats.
road. 59 here, where it's going by El Campo and Louise.
Mm-hmm.
I've been down there. All the way down to Victoria. I've been to Victoria.
I actually know someone who's moving to El Campo later this year. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was nothing in the map that would suggest anything other than Tornado Alley. It's blurry. Yeah. You can't really read any signs. Anyways, I guessed in Iowa and got 2,003 points. I don't know how I got that many points. What'd you do, Al?
I guess in the middle of Kansas, because that looked like the middle of Kansas to me, because every time I've driven through, it is that flat. But I got 2415, and apparently Tulkas is the one who got the interesting guess going on there. But yeah,
that's interesting.
I'm curious. I'm curious what led him to Northeast Texas.
Well, I was going down the road and I saw a sign that was Texas on the side of the road. So I was like, okay, that's probably Texas. And then I was like, well, this is really green. And I've always imagined Texas as being like the super barren wasteland of the far south where people go to die.
East Texas is green. West Texas is what you imagine it as.
Well, yes, and that's why I guessed East Texas, isn't it?
Yes.
I just figured... Well, if South Texas is like all near Mexico and dry, and West Texas is all near Mexico and dry, the only place in Texas that could possibly be, habitable by human life is the Northeast. So I guessed in the Northeast and got 3641.
Well, there you go. Next time, you guys ready?
I've driven by where you guessed Tulkas, by the way. Yes,
sure.
I'm ready for the next round.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Well, I guess that's Texas then. Who would have thunk it? Alright, so we have some fall foliage. So we're in an area that has multiple seasons. So we're not in Texas. Sun is to the south. This is probably something like Pennsylvania. There's a lot of water. Could be anywhere in the Midwest. This is interesting. Do we have plates on the front of the car? Can't tell. 35 miles per hour, so it's definitely US. There's plates on the front. So that means it's not Michigan. I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana do plates on the front. So, I mean, at least it eliminates a state for me. Okay. There's a U.S. flag. St. Anthony Church. Now that is probably not named after the city. 26 seconds. This is pretty flat for Pennsylvania, you know. You know what? In honor of Tulkus, I'm going with Indiana. Because this totally could be Indiana. There is a 7-Eleven, which is more prominent in the Midwest. If you think the Midwest is this area. Everybody has a different definition of what Midwest is. And look at that! Completely wrong. Oh, it's up in Wisconsin, so I was right. God damn it, that always tricks me. Well, definitely Midwest feel out of that. Especially having the multiple seasons. Plates are on the front, so that ruled out Michigan for me. And my initial guess was in Pennsylvania, but it was a little too flat for me for Pennsylvania. So I, in honor of Tulkus, guessed in Indiana and got 3179. How'd you do, Al?
I guessed over in like southern Idaho. I was like kind of moving away from like the extreme northwest, but I couldn't really get too much because the lens was blurry. That was a little irritating. But yeah, I got 1250, so I'm a little bit behind you guys.
How'd you do, Tulkus?
I saw a picture of like an Indian in a headdress, you know, like smoke shop and stuff. And like, so we're in a place near an Indian tribe. So like, where are there Indian tribes? And I'm like, you know, obviously there's some in like Oklahoma and Arizona and stuff. But this obviously wasn't Oklahoma or Arizona. So, like,
dude, half of the cities in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are named after Indian tribes or chiefs.
It's worth noting that there are parts of Oklahoma that do look that way, by the way.
Oh, okay, well.
So you were on the right track.
I've never been west of St. Louis, so I don't know.
Okay.
But basically, but
what do you mean west of St. Louis? You don't mean west of Indianapolis?
No, I mean west of St. Louis. You know, I mean I've been west of Indianapolis. You know, you just leave. But what I mean, like Indianapolis, like Indiana is named, you know, the land of the Indians, but there aren't any Indians left for the most part. But I mean, so this is a place where there are Indians, a large Native American presence, anyway. So I just figured, you know, it felt like a sort of a lush area where there would be lots of Native Americans. I just guessed in Washington, based on that fact, and I was evidently incorrect. So yeah. Oh, wait,
okay.
1020.
All right, next round. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. Pretty blue sky. Where is the sun? It is to the south. All right. Car is driving on the right. We have hay bales. Do we have any cold weather trees? I don't see any cold weather trees. There's some cold weather trees. All right. What do we got here? Mount Pleasant and Oxford. There is a Mount Pleasant near an Oxford in Michigan, actually. I mean, kind of near. Oxford is up. Oh my god, it's been so long. It's up by Lapeer. Where is it? Not by Flint. God bless it. Is Oxford that small, really? There's an Oxford, like, right here, by Deer Township. Annika, Imlay City. No, not that far. Not over towards Flint. God damn it. I've been here. Orion Township. Oxford's, like, right there. Trust me. And Mount Pleasant... I don't remember where Mount Pleasant is. Although Amherst Shore doesn't look familiar... That doesn't ring a bell, but Mount Pleasant and Oxford are both Michigan cities. Although I don't recognize Pugwash or Amherst. East and West 6? That does not sound familiar to me. This is not feeling like Michigan now. And I got 20 seconds. I'm in trouble. Amherst, Linden, and Pugwash. I don't know where we're at. This is not Michigan. I don't think it's Michigan, guys. Shinnemakers. That sounds like a Michigan name. I don't know. I'm going to stick with it up here, man, because God bless it. It is... Oh, and I clicked on it again. Hold on, I clicked on the stupid thing.
You clicked on the advertisement again or something?
No, if you click on the flag, it takes you into actual Google Maps.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm glad I haven't clicked on it.
Yeah, so don't click on it. All right. Anyways, I found a sign that said Oxford and Mount Pleasant. Now, I have actually been to both Oxford and Mount Pleasant in Michigan. And although Highway 6 did not ring a bell to me, I guessed anyways near Oxford, Michigan, and got 1744. I didn't see anything telling me it was Canadian. How'd you do, Al?
I saw a sign that said something about Shinnemakers. And then I moved up to the Oxford sign that you were talking about. I'm curious where Shinnemakers is. I still can't find it. But it had Nova Scotia on it. So I immediately went to Nova Scotia and dropped a point down in there, and I'm being stalked by a Talcus. But anyway, I guessed a little bit south of it and got 45.97, which is.
So there's a person that said that they too didn't think that Texas was that green. So I'm like, Texas not green, buddy. Heart. But so the truck said Halifax and S. So I'm like, okay, Nova Scotia. With Halifax. I'm like, where's Halifax? I don't know where Halifax is. Like, I've heard the name Halifax, so it should be somewhere, but I don't know where that somewhere is. But I just got 4795 points, so go me.
I see Oxford now. It's just south of it, but it's a little bit weird of a route to go to it.
Right. I don't see Mount Pleasant. I do see Amherst.
Yeah,
but I don't.
And Fort Lawrence.
Yeah, I did not see the Nova Scotia on the sign, so I either looked at a different sign or
the Nova Scotia one was on a like slightly blurry sign right before the one that said Oxford and stuff like that. It had Nova Scotia on that one. It didn't have it on the big sign. So.
Well, I missed it. I failed. Let's see what the summary is.
And there's a place called Sackville.
Nice. We have 4 of them in America, and I still performed badly. 12,063. How'd you do, Al?
I got last place at 11,291.
Talkus?
14330. Yay, Texas Queen, buddy.
I'm just happy that I got over 10,000. That's usually my goal. I don't go for winning. I go for 10,000. Because it makes me feel like I suck less.
All right, I'm really interested to see how people get the Texas one, really. It'll be interesting. But anyways, with Nighty here, I'm sure he'll get close to a perfect score anyway.
Yeah. He's like geography whiz.
Yep. If you guys played along, share your scores and all that jazz, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.